What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to GmiasWorld, and yes, I'm going to be giving you my Super Bowl prediction hours before the Super Bowl drop. So if you watch this video after the fact, please check the timestamp of when this video was released, because I don't want you guys to be like, yo, you made the video while the game was going on. Nope, it didn't happen like that. I've been thinking about it. I know you guys are probably going to say, yo, Gmia, you got a 49ers theme team. You got to be going with the 49ers. I can't, bro. I honestly just can't go with the 49ers. I know you 49er fans are going to be going crazy on me. You guys are probably calling me all kinds of names like, yo, bro, how you going to do us like that? It's not even about that. I got love for California. I got love for all you dudes out there, man. I just believe that the Chiefs are too much, bro. Look, honestly, Sherman, we're going to break it down real quick, right? I'm going to go ahead, like, to make it kind of interesting to you guys, I'm going to break it down. This is what my thought process was. I'm going to go over some of the key 49er players that are on my team right now. All right, Nick Bosa and Richard Sherman. He's a power-up, I think. Do I have him as a power-up on my team yet? I don't know. I thought I did, but I don't. But okay, I might have his power-up inside of the I have his power-up inside of the my item binder. We'll go check it out in a second. Let's check out Nick Bosa's card right now before NFL honors or anything like that. Let's just take a look at what's going on, right? Now, Nick Bosa's card is unbelievable. And again, he's been a dog all year long. I love, yo, the way that this man approaches the game, I love it. He's relentless. He got a little bit, you know, that J.J. Watt action when J.J. Watt, before he had 19 back surgeries, he got that kind of like motor in him. I love that, right? But they got, who they got? They got that Schwartz dude, that good pass blocker on the Kansas City Chiefs side. I think they're going to figure out ways to neutralize him. But not only that, they got 3 track runners, maybe 4. You got McCole Hardman, you got Sammy Watkins, you got obviously Tyreek Hill. And then pretty much what goes on with the way that Kelsey is going to kind of neutralize players, I have a feeling that they have a scheme where if you try to take away the deep, they're going to hit you underneath with Kelsey. Kelsey's going to go up yard for rat catches. It's going to be crazy. But this is Nick Bosa right now. Is he one of the most dominant pass rushers in the game? Yes. Their defense is unreal, okay? Unbelievable, unreal. I understand that. Who else do I have that's currently playing for the Niners? I think that's it right now. Eric Armstead, but I got the trash version of him. I didn't even get his limited because I don't really care about it. DeForest Bruckner. This guy's a dog. Like, listen, guys. You 49er fans have a whole bunch of talent. Nobody's ever going to deny that, okay? But again, when you start to look at what they're going to have to cover, and by the way, guys, the reason that I haven't updated this card, even though he gets the glitchy finesse moves and he's a speed rusher chem, is because I have the John Randall, and he's much faster with the 99 finesse moves, and then I also have Alan Page. I'm going to probably wait because he's going to be faster with the he's going to be faster also with the 99 finesse move. So I didn't want to overwhelm it because then I don't have places for these guys to play. I got so many fast speed pass rushers and I have nowhere to play them. So it's very, very difficult for me to fit everybody into where they should be. So it causes a lot of issues. And that should show you how good the 49ers team is. Like, they're so solid all around that I got players that I can't even play. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's so many of them and they're so good. But even with all of that, and I know you guys are going to argue with me about the defense, right? I know you guys are already writing the comments, yo, the Chiefs defense is not that good, all that stuff. They're going to run the ball. We're going to get to that in a second because remember, that's the same Chiefs defense that took down Derrick Henry. So if you're able to stop that mammoth of a man, like low key, if a lot of you guys that are watching this video right now saw Derrick Henry in public and he grabbed your girl and started walking with her, you'd be like, yo, all right, you can have her. And you would go the other way. Now, if it's my wife, that's different. Like, you're not going to take her. You see what I'm saying? But if it's like a girlfriend or whatever, we don't really care about them. Like, they're gonna learn the hard way. Like, okay, yeah, bro, you got her. But the reason that I bring that up is you would have to think twice, and they stopped him, the Kansas City Chiefs defense. So just keep that in mind before you start telling me about all this Mostert and all these other running backs for the 49ers. Just keep that in mind that they do have a decent enough scheme to be able to figure out what's going on that side. Jimmy Goat Garoppolo, as you guys call him, or Garoppolo, whatever his name is. I don't really know if it comes down to it, if he's going to be able to make those key plays. I think, in my opinion, he's going to be a decent quarterback. I don't know if we'll ever see him be like that star guy because he's in a pretty good system. But I do respect the fact that he can make certain throws. That game against New Orleans during the regular season, that was crazy. He went into the zone in that game. I just don't know about him overall. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like still too little of a sample size. So I'm kind of nervous about it. I do believe, though, that as he continues to evolve, he will become more comfortable. They will be able to rely on him making throws. There's a reason that Bill Belichick wanted him to replace Tom Brady. So when we look at it from that aspect, the defense is very, very solid with the 49ers. Obviously, if you play Madden 20, I would highly recommend that you start with a 49er theme team. All of these guys, like Deion Sanders, Rod Woodson, these guys, they are very, very key players to have on your team that gets that +1 speed from the Niners camp, so I would recommend that. So that's the defense of what's going on, currently with the 49ers. I just gave you guys some insight with some of the players: DeForest Buckner, Eric Armstead, Nick Bosa, Richard Sherman. We're going to go, I think I have his power up, and we're going to go to his max card. And with his max card, I'm going to be able to explain to you guys even thorough, because I'm giving it to you based on real life, but we're looking at it in Madden terms, okay? Richard Sherman is not, like, if you guys were paying attention to that whole argument that him and Darrelle Revis was having, you can't really argue that this dude, Richard Sherman, doesn't travel. All right, do we even have his power up? That's Desmond Trufant. I just had a random guy with dreads. Like, all right, I guess I don't have it. Maybe I just didn't buy it because I didn't care about it. Is that what happened? I don't know what's going on. 49ers, where are you at? Yeah, I don't have it. Oh, wow. All right, we're gonna go get his. We're gonna get his power up just for the purposes of this video. But Revis, if you guys missed it on Twitter, Revis, Instagram, whatever they were doing, Revis was arguing about the fact that this man does not travel. Now, in my opinion, when Richard Sherman was part of the Legion of Boom, that defense was so overpowered in the secondary. He looked like he was better than Revis while he's with the the Legion of Boom, while they were healthy and everything was pretty much going according to plan. What happened was, when the Legion of Boom started to get destroyed, he tore whatever he tore, and he had to go through surgery, whatever he was doing, right? Everything started to get crazy. He came back now. And the reason that I bring that up is because if you guys remember Nnamdi Asomugha, you remember when he went to the Eagles and he was straight trash? Sherman has shown that he's not a bum. You can never ever in your life call Sherman a bum. But what you can say about Sherman is that he's not very fast and he will get burnt. And every receiver on that offense of the Kansas City Chiefs that I just named with the track team can burn him. Will they? We don't know that yet. We have to wait to see how they do it, because they're going to have different coverages. But it's no way that Sherman is going to man a dude up. Now remember, in defense of Richard Sherman, when we're talking about Revis, how many of you guys remember that that pass that Randy Moss caught on him and Revis faked the hamstring injury? With speed, you can't really counteract speed. There's nothing you can do about speed. Speed is like one of the most dangerous things that you could have in sports, in professional sports. The faster player in these type of sports, even with like basketball with fast breaks, Russell Westbrook, when he's coming down on a fast break, and it's a dot. Like, the dude's gonna bang on you, or he's gonna throw a quick assist. Like, it's really, really quick. The speed. This is the issue, right? No matter how good the corner is, which is why I still believe Deion Sanders is the greatest cornerback to ever play in the NFL. Please let me know what you think as far as that goes. Because the thing about Deion is, he no matter what he was playing, he was always around the ball. So it's not much you can do to a guy like that. The thing about Sherman is, even though Sherman has his side of the field, it's always with additional help with coverages. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's always something else that's going on there. You can't just leave a guy like Sherman just by himself, because especially with a guy like Tyreek Hill, he's going to burn him deep for 6. It's no way possible that they're going to do that. The biggest issue, though, is if they put in McCole Hardman, Sammy Watkins ain't he had pretty good numbers also with his 40. This is what my issue is, right? Even with Nick Bosa and all of this crazy, vicious pass rush, Mahomes is not a sitting duck, guys. He's not a sitting duck. He's not going to be sitting there like, oh, you coming in? Come through. Like, yeah, sack me. Will they get sacks? Absolutely. But are they going to be that dominant force where he can't roll out a couple plays, throw a dot off his back foot with his eyes closed? Remember, he's the reason for this no look and this dashing dead eye. If you want to blame anybody, I guess you could kind of blame EA about going OD with it, but this is the issue, right? All of the things with the passing mechanics in this game is developed off of them watching Patrick Mahomes and getting extremely excited about it. So he's not just going to sit there in the biggest game of the year and allow them to just sack him and do whatever. And guess what's going to happen also? Tyreek Hill is not only going to play wide receiver. They're going to line him up. They're going to do reverses. They're going to utilize that speed to wear down that defense. And let me tell you something right now. The reason why neither Revis or Sherman can ever be Deion is because even going into this game, Deion would pretty much be doing the same exact thing. Even if you guys are 49er fans, you got to admit, Richard Sherman is a dog, but he's not ready for that type of speed. He's not an all-purpose corner, travel all over the place, lock down a dude. You know what I'm saying? Especially with a guy like this. This is what's dangerous. He's a big body corner. I would like him against, like, you know, Julio Jones is a burner, but he's not a burner like Tyreek. Even like Calvin Johnson, he was great matchups with those bigger receivers. These guys, remember when Jalen Ramsey also, like, let's talk about Jalen Ramsey. Before the year that OBJ, the last year that OBJ played with the Giants, it was an early game where the Giants played the Jags, and OBJ was routing Jalen Ramsey because these little undersized receivers with that speed and that crazy route running, you can't deal with that. And you have to appreciate the way that Tyreek Hill has evolved. If you watch football the way that I do, you know when he came in, he was just raw. You know, straight burner. Similar like how Randy Moss was. Randy Moss started to run routes later, whatever, but it was just like a straight burner up the field. Now Tyreek Hill can run routes. If you're a 49er fan right now, answer this question. Do you really believe that Sherman's going to lock up? Let's just be honest about it. Let's go to like backdoor out, you know, football with the fam. Like, you know, you and your brothers go outside, you start playing football. Everybody knows who's the fastest dude. Everybody knows who has to be double covered. Richard Sherman is not handling that. This is a very uncomfortable situation. He's going to have to play a lot of zone. And let's take a look at it. That's why I brought this up. He has 99 zone coverage. All right, cool. You guys got me with that. You see what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying to give you guys the balance because that's what I know him as. He locks down a portion of the field because he's able to, rely on, extra secondary help by a safety or whatever, and the coverages work. And he's very, very smart with the way that he does it, which is why his awareness is a 99. So with those things being said, that is pretty much why Richard Sherman is a guy that I will tell you, it is no way that I'm saying this guy is not a good player. He is an unbelievable player. What I'm telling you is he or Revis could never be all-purpose like that. Because Deion, even when Deion got matched up with like Irvin or whatever, whoever, Jerry Rice, he was a guy you could put him like, I got that guy, no matter where he goes. Who's going to do that with Tyreek Hill? They don't have a guy for Tyreek Hill. And then because of Tyreek Hill is the wild card, because wherever Andy Reid decides to match him up on or put them on three receivers on one side, whatever he does, that creates a lot of issues because he can run past the cover 2 safety on that Niner defense. Trust me, bro, it's going to be a very, very exciting game. And the reason that I'm so excited about it is I really want to see what the Shanahans were able to come up with because you can't coach that type of speed and you can't figure out ways to kind of deal with it. And everybody knows that the Chiefs are not really going to run the ball a lot. You know, Mahomes is going to have to play unbelievable for them to win this game. And I think that he has it in him to go out there and do it. The reason that I think that is because the Patriots are gone. The Patriots is like that, they're like that, like Bigfoot in the woods. Like, you don't want to deal with the Patriots. And because the Patriots are out of the playoffs and out of the Super Bowl, I don't think anybody is scared of facing anyone now. So that's another advantage of both these teams. I don't think that either of these teams are scared of each other. I really just don't. It's going to be skill versus skill. And for me, I always, no matter what, even like when I was in high school, college, whatever it is, when you go to a football game and you know that there's like a speedy wide receiver or a speedy running back or somebody that's just super fast, we all see them do crazy things. All right. So with that being said, right, I gave you guys a defense. I'm going to go to the offensive side of the ball because this is why I think the Chiefs are going to win. So I'm just giving you guys both sides of what I feel. Please feel free to leave comments throughout the video. Pause it. I'm going to be communicating with you guys as we go through it and stuff like that. When you look at Tyreek Hill, and I sold his other card because in Madden, it doesn't, like, he's too little of a guy in the game. But keep in mind, he's a 99 speed even without his newer card. These are his numbers without his newer card. So now, as we look at this, and we just looked at that Richard Sherman, look at these numbers and realistically think about the fact that Tyreek Hill was clocked at ridiculous miles per hour when he was chasing down his running back twice throughout the season when his running back had, a straightaway touchdown. Who is staying with this guy? Now, after you guys figure that out, and you guys let me know, you 49er fans that are going crazy, after you let me know who's staying with this guy, let me know who's staying with McCole Hardman. After you do that, let me know who's staying with Sammy Watkins. After you do that, there's other dudes. Let me know who's covering Kelsey. What do you got? It's way too much stuff going on. So this is what you guys are thinking. Most of you 49er fans that are, yo, the Niners got this. This is what you're thinking. You're thinking that defensively, you're going to be so OP that he's not going to have time to throw the ball the entire game. And that is simply unrealistic. It is no way possible that you're going to go out in the Super Bowl and sack Patrick Mahomes every time he drops back to pass the ball. It's just not going to happen. One of the most ridiculous things I've ever heard of. All right? Now, I don't know if I rage sold Patrick Mahomes completely or if we still have his power up, but we're going to go check that now. And this is going to be my final nail in the coffin for you guys, right? Quarterback versus quarterback. When you think about the NFL and you think about who wins championships and all this other stuff, right? Let's take a look at Patrick Mahomes with his fully upgraded card right now. We don't need to look at Garoppolo. Garoppolo is going to be getting a power-up, I think, in the next series or whatever. This is where he is right now, okay? Let's just say, for instance, in Madden terms, we're going to use the abilities that he can get. Escape artist, no look, dead eye, one eye socket ripped out my face, dead eye, one of my butt cheeks out, not looking at the field, dead eye. The reason that I tell you guys all those things is because this guy is a playmaker, okay? The things that he's going to be able to do in this game, I think he's going to shock a lot of people. Because I know defense wins championships, but speed is a different animal. So remember, one blown mistake, one blown coverage, I thought you sacked him and you didn't. That's all you will need for this man to start making big plays. This is going to come down to several possessions. It's going to come down to the fact of how many times does this offense get hold the ball? How many times? If you give these guys like 7 or 8 possessions, the Chiefs are going to win this football game in a landslide. That's my prediction. They're going to win this game if you give them 7 or 8 possessions, because this offense is way too prolific, and regardless of how you play the coverage, you're going to have to be able to deal with the underneath throws. When you start playing way, too far back because of Tyreek Hill and all these speedsters, the drags, Travis Kelce, maybe they hand the ball off a couple times. I'm just letting everybody know. I don't like the fact that it's so much speed. Not that they're great receivers, but the fact that throughout this entirety of the season, even when Mahomes got hurt, you were able to see that these receivers are very, very good at getting over the top. And that's what causes the most issues in the NFL, getting over the top. This guy is more than capable of throwing the ball on the run with no butt cheeks, and it's going to be a dot. That's what scares me. So throughout the comment section, I know you guys are giving me all this stuff. Oh, the defense this, the defense that. Don't lose track of the fact that this man is going to go out there and do whatever he pleases, bro. I'm telling you, because even with Nick Bosa and all these guys doing whatever, he has very, very good offensive linemen for the pass. They're not good like run blocker savages, whatever, but they're very, very good with the pass. That's where I feel it's going to be a very, very, it's going to be a difference maker with the game. That's what I feel. That's, I can't put it any other way. That's why I feel that the Chiefs are locks to win the Super Bowl. If they end up losing, they're going to lose because the 49ers are going to play solid defense and run the ball, not because of Jimmy Garoppolo. If the Chiefs end up winning, it's going to be a lot about Mahomes. And that's what I like. I like the quarterback matchup with what they have to work with and the weapons versus the old school defense and running the ball. Which one do you think win? Let me know. Leave it in the comments. I'm going to see you guys and girls next time. One love, y'all.